Just like on any other continent, relationships are very different in Africa. The main types of relationships you find include those people who are casually hanging out, dating but still seeking the comfort of other people without their partner knowing, of course. And they both never ask or question what the other person does. Then there are some who are puppy sick in love with each other, so much so that they just cannot contain their romance. And I've got to let everyone know, whether it's with the status updates or the casual grumping in public, I'm freaking jealous of you. Then that's the type that's like me. I need you to place me in a category because god dang it man, I'm the forever freaking single. Can never truly be in a relationship because one, I'm either in love with another dude's girl or the worst version of their story, and I truly pray you are not like me, bro. Take a seat and let me explain my most recent situation. Like any legendary heartbreaking story, there's this girl, Susan. I met her about 2 years ago whilst I was playing soccer in the streets, and right off the bat, the vibe was good. Ended up getting a tag and we sort of talked on and off, more so whenever I saw her in person. Quickly enough, she definitely knew I was interested because I had the stupid grin on my face every time I'd see her. Yeah, I'm one of those. Long story short, a couple of times I asked her out on dates, and in different ways she would be down for it, but one way or the other she would end up being the biggest disappointment ever, or she would just straight up ignore her phone when the time came. Yeah, stood the hell out of me every single time, bro. And for a while I'd stopped talking to her because clearly she wasn't interested and I wasn't gonna force her to be. She would barely reply to my texts or calls, and when she did text, it was drier than the Sahara Desert, bro. So I gave up. But this is where everything gets tricky and interesting because I'm convinced more than ever that Susan is a freaking she-devil, bro. She's a demon. Because every time I'd cut communication with her, she'd sneak up on me physically and initiate some of the most tightest hugs I've ever had, bro, which would just make me forget why I was angry at her in the first place or stopped talking to her. She'd walk me on my errands and the whole time bumping shoulders with me, and this was around December 2025. After we had hung out for a good little bit, I ended up asking her out again, but this time I asked her to come for a little movie date at my place. Watch a movie, eat some food, you know, all the good vibes. And she was like that. She even asked me to call her the day of the date so that she can let me know to come pick her up from her place. And I was like, hell yeah, finally some progress, bro. Bought some spaghetti for me and her to cook and some chocolate because it's her favorite. Of course I did. And eventually the day comes and I call her around 11 AM like we had planned on, and no answer. I called again, no answer. I called one last time after 3 to 7 minutes. The phone was freaking switched off. Bruh. 1 PM hits and no message, no call, no nothing. And I knew right then that this was my fault. I realized I was in love with the idea of Susan. The Susan who truly wanted me, who texted me good morning, good night, I miss you. The girl who gives me some of the most tightest hugs ever. The idea of the girl I would have fun little dates with, cuddle up with whilst watching a movie, and fantasizing too much left me completely blind on what a she-devil manipulating little demon I actually had. The girl who strings me along with some physical touch here and there to make sure I remain close enough to build up her ego and also drain my bank a little. The girl who doesn't text unless if I text first. The girl that can literally hang up her phone when she sees me trying to call. This is the girl I had. The girl who I had poured my heart on when I told her the tragic story of Doctor Strange. Don't you dare call me a nerd. About how in every universe he tried to get his true love, but in the end he failed. And when I asked her if this would end up being me, I remember vividly that she said in small letters, IDK. After this, I stopped looking for her. But obviously, being the nice guy that I am, which I'm honestly trying to destroy badly, when I saw her the next, I asked, hey, are you okay? Yeah, I'm okay. Is everything okay at home? No deaths? Everyone healthy? Yeah, of course. I miss you. And your phone? It's working fine, right? Not broken or nothing like that? Yeah. After hearing the reply, and looking at her blank face, I walked away. I had no choice but to walk away, and haven't turned back ever since.